According to the Government of Ontario, 1 in 7 people in the province have a disability. That's almost 2 million Ontarians. And by the end of 2036, it is expected that this number will rise to 1 in 5 as the population ages. As one of the oldest buildings on Ryerson campus, Jorgensen Hall is not up to date in building code, and these outdated codes can affect those with disabilities today.
While the wheelchair-accessible washrooms have Braille on its exteriors for the visually impaired, the interiors showcase outdated building codes. The sinks are higher than the maximum 480mm allowance. Additionally, instead of having an L-shaped grab bar, they are diagonal, which are more difficult for people in wheelchairs to use. A solution is to modify this and install L-shaped bars to provide the most comfort and ease.
Furthermore, no accessible water fountains are available, even on the floors deemed the most accessible, such as the 9th floor. The water fountains are too high, built into the wall, and don't account for leg space. A solution to this is to install a lower fountain that accounts for legroom that is wheelchair accessible.
For the visually impaired, most of the building signage indicating floor programs, room numbers, professors' names, and even the fire alarms and emergency exit signs do not have Braille. Additionally, drop boxes do not have Braille to indicate which drop box is whose, and often could be too high for someone in a wheelchair to access. A solution is to incorporate Braille or have larger font for people with limited vision, and to make sure that these are included in everyday text. As well, making sure that the drop boxes are lower to the ground and can accommodate everyone.
With chairs lining the doors of professor offices, it could pose as a hazard to the visually impaired, such as those with service animals. As well, those in larger or motorized wheelchairs may not be able to get through.
Although modifications, add-ons, or changes can help with accessibility, they do not always solve the problem and can often be short-term solutions. In a modernizing and changing world, it is time for us to always consider accessibility from the start instead of incorporating add-ons to existing conditions. Accommodation is not always the solution to each and every individual. With greater accessibility, less accommodation is needed. The AODA is only the start to help ensure accessibility for everyone, and with social innovation and commitment, together we can help make sure that everyone is on equal grounds.